What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Let's get working out. Let me know how the mic sounding, y'all. We got a couple of things we're going to be breaking down. Just been waiting for some more people to hop up in here. Let me know if y'all can hear me, yo. Yeah, that was on me. My alarm did not wake me up. It's happened like maybe like 3 or 4 times since we've been live streaming. But it happens. We're here now, though. We didn't really miss anything anyways. So those that was in the stream yesterday, retracements and reversals are happening like we was talking about. We see EN in effect with a reversal. So depending on the next level it breaks and the news today, we might be not going for buys no more. We might be switching to sells. So we're going to talk about that in a second. Right? Because yesterday, price was still up here, which is still a good spot for a higher low into a higher high. And now we see price no longer holding this level as support. And those that was in live yesterday, y'all remember that we were looking for buys here. Let's retrace. Now that was GA. So we're looking for buys here. The price failed to hold this level. And then we said we're going to look for buys here if we could hold this level. So we see literally all of New York. Price consolidated here. And then we had news last night. So again, like I was talking about JPY news, let's refresh this really quick. Sometimes we update it. Let's refresh them. Let's do this up. Yeah. All right. So remember, like I said yesterday and during the sun chart analysis, whenever the JPY news, the high impact news is tentative, 9 times out of 10, depending on the order, it's going to be around 11, 12 o'clock. And we did have 11, 12 o'clock news with JPY pairs. But also, we had Australian news at 9:30. So when we go look at the charts, Japanese news did a crazy retest and it broke back down. So we're going to be looking for sells. Projected during yesterday's London session live as well. Those that was in yesterday's live. And then when we look at the EUD pairs, which we can pull up right here, we can show you what how it affected the GA, right? Because again, remember yesterday GA was down here, did the first price point, and then we'll say if we can hold this up here at 96.45 as support, we can look for the team bias here. So after price did that move, London session, again you see New York session rejected, failed to hold that support. Then 10 o'clock New York session rejected it again, and then the rest of the day last night up into the news, right? 21:30, 9:30, the news. That's when the volume kicked in, and then the move was looking for. And again, if you haven't watched my playlist on how to trade news, I highly recommend checking that out. I'm about to drop that in the chat for y'all right now. Make sure the mic's on the good too. Okay, so how's it going this? Because right, my rules for the news are set up. We're not entering right as the news pops off. So now that did confirm that we still have bullish momentum. So what we're going to be looking for today is we're going to be looking for continued buys. Right, price did a huge move last night. Like I always talk about as well, whenever we see a huge candlestick on the day before a London session, let alone before the New York session pops off, we're most likely going to see a retracement or consolidation for the rest of the day. Price is already retracing basically to this next point right here. So if GA can continue to hold this price here at 9,700 as support, we can look for buys going back up to 9,760, possibly up to 98.15. So that's what we're going to be looking for right here. All right, so we're going to be looking for GA buys. I'm not going to jump in on sells on EN yet, but we can see a reversal. We can see short-term sells. EN from 82.70 down to 82.15. But I'm personally going to see that. If it breaks 82.15, holds as resistance, you can sit down to come into play, or price test this level, then try to put the down. So EN, I'm personally alone right now. Now, GJ just broke this level. So we're looking for the T sells on GJ. GJ did a huge move. And again, like I said in the recap of the day yesterday, and if you was in the London session live, we was looking at GJ sells, GA buys, as well as NAS sells. Now, I can actually do frame by frame. This is why I like my Telegram decent times everything. Right? So I can show y'all that we was not making this stuff up. Now, before I do that, into the chat, what's going on, JD? I see you up in here. Right. So this will show y'all that I'm not making stuff up. Obviously, this was the PU move. Before we do that, let's type this trade. I'll do that so we don't have a repeat. If you guys got questions, drop them in the chat. When we look at your charts, drop them in the chat. And members, we're going to be going live, like I said yesterday, we're going to be going live for the 8:15 ADP. We got 5 a.m. news in about an hour and 20 minutes. Euro pairs, 8:15 we got USD news, 8:30 Canadian, and then USD news again. And at 10 a.m. we got USD news, and then we got FOMC. So we have a whole bunch of just news popping up today. It's crazy. And then GU ended up repeating the move we did on Monday yesterday as well. Didn't go as far. We're going to see if we can finish what it started yesterday. But again, it was just a lot of consolidation after those bursts of movements on the market. So you can see here that literally after 10 o'clock, price just consolidated and took a nap for the rest of the day. I want GJ to retest that level. I don't want to, if it breaks past, there's nothing. Violent candle. Got a new video dropping for y'all today as well. Be on the lookout for that. Dropped the Bitcoin update video on Monday. Y'all been watching it for the past month. Y'all should be up right now because it's really been flying. And depending on how this weekend ends, or this month ends, how, this month plays out, next month I should say, we could see those all-time highs get broken. Y'all been following along since the beginning of the month. I could have got in bottom. Y'all should be super up. Did a small retracement though since this week started. It's still high in profit, depending on where you enter that. Let's just join the stream. We're not entering anything yet. Let's just idea. Make sure to hit that first link in the description and join the free signal room for Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link and check it out for yourselves. And again, y'all, apologies for the late stream. We're still gonna have an hour-long stream. I was up late. I can't even say late. I guess late from my schedule because we asked for up late right now. But my alarm did not wake me up. I don't know if I didn't set it or I just slept through it. But we're here now. I'm glad my body's got some sort of internal alarm system. I am asleep. Unfortunately. And then again with gold, I don't know if the lady is in here from a live yesterday, but if you are watching, remember we was talking about with gold, how if it could hold this level of resistance, I think you suddenly was going to look for sales. Obviously, as we can see, price failed to do so. And also, short-term buys. So now that we're back at this resistance level, now I'm going to be paying attention to gold nice and closely now. Okay? This is a strong resistance level where we cut that sell and we get the reverse lower low. But like I was talking about before, last week and a couple weeks ago, those that's been here, we had this level of traffic that we were stuck in for months. Those that was here, y'all know. Those that was trading gold, this was a very, very, very tough time for people that love to trade gold. We had to, trade it less, catch smaller setups, or just simply just go on the chart, right? We mainly just went on other charts. But when it broke out that level, as you can see, that's when we started to go for buys. It's similar to EU, when it retraced, it failed to put this level as support and started trading as resistance again. So with EU, I mean not EU, EN, excuse me, try to see if we're going to see a similar repeat of gold, or if the news is going to push price back up, right? So that's what we're going to see later on today. Again, we got a whole bunch of news pop out. So I'm going to try to look for some setups prior to ADP, especially prior to the 10 o'clock news, because depending on what happens after the 10 o'clock news, it could just be kind of choppy and slow up until 2 o'clock, or we might see some action before the 2 o'clock news. Usually when it's just FOMC 2 o'clock news, volume's dead for the day. But since we have other news events, we might see some action prior to the 2 USD news. All right. Well, we have a bunch of news today, so again, you know what I mean? If I don't see anything I like, I'm not going to force a setup. It's very simple. You go for things that you're confident in and that follow your rules. If you're not 100% confident or comfortable with the setup, you don't take it. So that's simple. Like you're going to see a huge change in your trading results when you adopt that mindset. Now, going back to gold, like I said, I'm going to be paying attention to it now. So now we're right back to, again, where we was catching those buys and reversals, right? So gold can hold 24.20 support. We can look for buys going back up to 24.40 and possibly back up to 24.60. So for similar move like this, if it can break this level as support. Now, if it rejects this level, it could retrace back down to 23.94, 23.96, where if it does hold this level as support, you can look for buys set up here going back up to 24.20. All right. We'll figure out that stuff later. So I don't really like where that's at. GJ blew through this level, so we're going to look for retest or retracement, right? So if GJ can hold 195.15 as resistance, we can look for sales going to 194.30, possibly down to 193.50. That's what we're looking for right there. So we got a couple setups we're looking at. GA I'm liking a lot. Again, just waiting for confirmations. Closely as well. Make sure to like the live as y'all hop up in here, y'all. Yeah, we're still bearish. We're at the strong support resistance level, which you see yesterday. Price just kind of canceled out yesterday's move. We're still looking for sales, right? As long as NAS can continue, I stay trying to combine like 3 words to continue to hold 19,230 as resistance. Still bearish, still looking for sales. All right. So as far as what we're going to look for sales at, it breaks down to sales alpha. We're going to look for a similar move as did yesterday, so the whole 19,060 as resistance for sales down to 18,900, and as low as using as a 750. Now, if we break this as resistance, which if we do so twice yesterday, we can see sales going back down to 18,620. So those are the charts we're really going to be watching right now. But again, you see very small candlesticks, very wicky, showing that there's low volume in these charts right now. And GJ's just been flying. It's not. It didn't retest, so we're not going to jump into that. I like to jump after. I like to go into retests. So we're going to pay attention to GA right here. This stop loss is You guys got any questions? Drop them in the chat. When you get any charts, drop them in the chat. Got a new 5-minute about to pop up. Shout out to all the new subscribers. If you're not subscribed yet, make sure you hit that sub button while you're up in here. We're almost at 2,600 subscribers. We can get to that easily. So I'm not trying to push back up to here. So whether it retests and holds this as support or breaks back above this level and holds this as support, we're looking for buys either one of these two levels. New 5-minute just popped up. All right, so let's pull up what I was talking about before. All right, so those that hopped in late was recapping yesterday's live stream, the charts from yesterday, one that's projected and what didn't. So let's go ahead and pull the New York Price watch list. So again, didn't take any trades during London session because again, the size was looking for, price was retracing with gold, so wasn't pulling the trigger there because we don't enter retracement with a reversal trade. GU did his drop right at the beginning of New York, and then DJ was dumping again. Like a lot of times when it broke these levels, as you can see here, it didn't really do too many retests, right? So it did this nice drop here, and prior to the news, because again we had news at 10, price broke, and it was consolidating for like 10, 15 pips underneath that one of the level to be retested. Right? So after that, though, then it dumped again. And again, you see it keeps blowing through these lows without retesting, right? That's kind of just what happened right here. So we're going to pull the trigger here. So again, charts are going to predict it. It's doing exactly what I was looking at. It just didn't exactly meet my rules. I'm surprised it's still going, right? But again, it's still doing exactly what I was looking at from both the Sunday chart analysis as well as the live stream. And a similar situation happened with the NAS setup. Now, I did retest. And when I entered it, when I was typing up the trade, it started to take off. And obviously, I'm not going to post a signal where I'm already deep in profit or already hit the neutral TP1. That it doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? I like to enter the post a signal near my entry, especially before it hits TP1. But when you go into the New York Price watch list, this is why it's important, right? So I know we got some new members. So again, members, make sure to always watch New York Price watch list, right? Because again, like I say all the time, it goes over. You can see I'm talking about. I think that looks like now. Let's see. Yeah, so you can see it was talking about NAS in the first one, and this was before the news and before NAS even broke that level. Right? When you see I'm talking about the NAS as well as all the other charts, right? And I go into specific points, I explain what we're looking for buys at, what we're looking for sells, what are we looking for sell. Again, this was way before NAS, broke before this level. And again, we had news at 10. So then we go down the timeline, again, those was at 8:43. So I was looking at this around like 8:40. When 10 o'clock comes, this was the 10 o'clock candlestick right here. Price didn't break this level during the 10 o'clock news. News yesterday wasn't really too crazy. Anyway, the news last night was a lot more violent than the UFC news yesterday. But that's probably going to be different today, especially Friday. So after the news popped off, you see that 10:14. I said NAS and GA broke the other zone. GA rejected theirs. Let's see if they can hold the 10:14. So when we go to the 10:14 candlestick, which was right before the 10:15 candlestick, again we see price is struggling. Then it broke that level. So it was at this point when price retested. That I entered, I was typing up the signal. But by the time that I entered, price was already starting to take off. Now this is the 15-minute time frame, but again, this is NAS. It's different from currency pairs. It's not just a 5 pip or 10 pip difference. It's much more. So again, that's what happened with yesterday's setups. But we're going to be looking for some more setups today. Right. So again, we're looking at possible gold buys. We can hold this level. We're looking at possible GA buys, as well as stuff. Now, GU most of the time does follow gold, but doesn't do it all the time. And we can see that there's clear differences between GU and gold right now. So depending on the news, if you can break this support level, which we've seen for the past 3 days, and all this week has been struggling to break, which is at 28.30. If we will hold that as resistance, we can see the downtrend and the low will continue, going down to 2800 as low as 2760. Right? Just like with gold, we have this huge level of traffic. So if it rejects this level and struggles to break through this level, it could come back into play. It's going to be very interesting. Again, the first week and last week of the month is when we have the most news reports, most adjustments, all that good stuff. And again, all this month price has been flying up until, I mean, last week it still was as well, but especially at the beginning of the month, the charts were just going stupid. A lot of adjustments and retracements are taking place right now. You guys got any questions? Drop in the chat. We're getting charts, drop in the chat. And make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok, y'all. Y'all see it scrolling at the bottom of your screen. Instagram is playmaker_weight. TikTok's _playmakerweight_. And while we're chilling, again, we're not just sitting back listening to music. Watch and pay attention to how price is reacting to these levels and how price is not reacting to these levels, because you enter and exit off these levels and zones for a very specific reason. Make sure to pay attention. If you're confused what we're looking at, drop y'all some questions in the chat. Cool. Y'all was in yesterday, there was like 3 different times where I was breaking stuff down. I don't read it. I keep on the video. Oh, y'all been having a good week so far, though, and a good month. Like I said, today is the last day of the month, so probably tomorrow, if not tonight, I'm gonna tally up and do the recap of last month. All right, so be on the lookout for that. But if you want to do a sneak peek of how we're doing so far this month, y'all can hit that first link in the description, join free streaming for Telegram, and just scroll up and explore this month. All wins and losses are posted. But as far as how we ended last month, just like you see on your screen, if you go to July 1st, which I'm just scrolling so y'all can again just explore, see, trip down memory lane, all that good stuff. But if you scroll to July 1st, you see how we ended June. In June, we went 13-3, giving us 81% win rate. See this on July 1st. It's highlighted right here. We'll take you to June. Ready to scroll down, see when the losses, key results, testimonials, all that good stuff. By the way, I have a couple videos lined up this week already. So next week, little what's it called? Spoiler, teaser, whatever. I'm gonna drop an updated powerful challenge with so I didn't have a lot of questions about that. Now I do have videos already going over how to pass platforms, how I pass platforms, how other students and members have passed platforms. But I'm gonna do an updated one because it's been a few months. Got y'all. So make sure to be on the lookout for that. But that's gonna be next week. We got other videos lined up for this week. Again, I got a new video dropping today for y'all as well. At the beginning of the work session, so be on the lookout for that. So again, you can see student results, testimonials. We recap the day at the end of every day. Recap the week at the end of every day. At the end of the week, I should say, at the end of the month. See screenshots, positions, screenshots of signals, all that good stuff. So make sure to scroll and explore. As far as how we ended last quarter, you can see that by scrolling to July 2nd. So April, we went 16-4, catching 69,026 pips. May went 15-4, catching 47,957 pips. In June, went 13-3, catching 1,006 pips. In 44.11, giving us 80% win rate. Of course, we're in a new quarter right now, but when this quarter ends, about 2 months, we do a recap of that. Crazy, man. I didn't hop on that, but you hopped on that right now. We're going to be seeing if NAS can do a similar move from yesterday for us, and we're still watching GA closely. Again, we got a lot of news popping off today. It's hectic. It's a lot of red. It's bloody today, right? We had JPY news pop off last night. We had a bunch of JPY news events pop off last night. We had Australian news last night as well. And as far as today, in about an hour, we got Euro news popping off, 5 a.m. 8:15, we got USD news, the infamous ADP. Then at 8:30, 15 minutes later, we got Canadian news. 2 p.m. we got USD news. And then at 2 p.m. we got FOMC, another USD news. So we got a bunch of news today. Tomorrow we got a bunch of news as well. And of course, Friday we got news. Not as much as today and tomorrow, though. So we do got news. So remember, so we're going to go live for the news Friday and the news today at 8:15. So be on the lookout for that news. If you guys have any questions, drop them in the chat. Or you can charge, drop them in the chat. Make sure to like the live, y'all. We got a new 15 about to pop up in about 3 minutes. So we got NAS creeping at our level. Again, we're waiting to see if we can break and hold this. We got DA just broke this level. So let's see if we can close and hold here. Again, DA can hold 97.55 as support. We're looking for buyers going back to 98.15, comes to 98.75. And G just broke this level as well. So we got a few setups we can look at right here. And if any questions, drop in the chat. We're looking at charts, drop in the chat. Both YouTube and Instagram, y'all showing love in my most recent post. If you haven't checked it out yet, make sure to check it out. By YouTube, I'm talking about the shorts. And I'm starting some trade ideas up right now. New 15 just popped up. So we got the retest going on there. So you can hold this level. I can breaking out. Yeah, close. Got in late. What's going on, Terrence? Do you go over NAS100 and gold? We can go over it again. That's no issue. What time frame do you use to market support resistance levels? So let's go over gold and NAS. So NAS, we're still going to be looking for sales as of now. Let me speed up really quick so we can break this. All right, so NAS pretty much redid and reversed and canceled out what it did yesterday, but we are still bearish. When you look at the trend, we're still in a clear downtrend. So as long as it can continue to respect what we here with a lower level, right? So as long as it can still respect this level here at 19,215 as a resistance, we're still going to be bearish. So as long as it doesn't break back above that level, we're still going to be bearish. This would be reversal territory, but we'll talk about that if we get to that. So where we're going to be looking for sells at is where it's at right now. We could possibly just repeat the move that it did yesterday for us. So let's talk about that. If it can break back below and hold 19,060 as resistance, we can look for sales heading back down to 18,880 and down to 18,770. Now, if we can hold this level as resistance, which it failed to do so twice yet, we can look for sales going back down to 18,620. Now, as far as gold ended up reversing, so we are approaching back into the bullish momentum, right? So we're right back at this resistance level. Now, this is also the level that after price broke the all-time highs a couple weeks ago when we was catching those buys back up, it failed to hold as support. And then the support level got turned back into a resistance level. So if gold continues to respect this level as resistance, it could retrace back down to 2396. So if it continues to respect 2420 as resistance, it could retrace back down to 2394, 2396. And depending on how it reacts there, could try to push a reattempt, or it could break it down and push right down to 2370. So I'm looking for buys here if it's a 20 support, we can look for short-term buys going to 40 and possibly up to 2460. Now, if it rejects the level, I'm just going to let it do its thing personally. Now, I'm only looking for buys here. Well, if it breaks below 23.7, I'm going to look for sales. As far as your other question, what time frame do I use a multiple support resistance level? I use multiple different time frames, and I break down step by step how to do that. My one-on-one sessions and the course as well. Links in the description for all that stuff. And if you watch any of my YouTube videos, the last 2.5 minutes, goes over all the details. I'll just briefly go over those really quick. So again, one session, you get access to the advanced rate sitting room, as well as the member group chat. That way you can earn while you learn, and then you get 2 sessions a week. That might change soon, but still it's going to be 2 sessions as of now. And those 2 sessions are an hour long each, and they're recorded and sent to you same day. There's recorded USB for live. You can download them. You can rewatch them as many times as you want. You can do whatever you want with them, right? And of course, you get access to the streaming group chat as well. And of course, it's a one-time payment, obviously, and you're in it for life. And I revamp and update and add to it. Every quarter, I update and add new things. Because when it comes to trading, you should always be improving and elevating. You can't really be declining when it comes to trading. But that is if you're paying attention to your charts, you're viewing trades, losers, and you're just revising and seeing how you can improve, what you can do better, what you shouldn't be doing. You should only be increasing. So I always, update that couple things at least every quarter. And that, right? Then you also get exclusive Telegram channel where you get links sent to the New York Live, so you get access to the member students' New York Lives. We're going live today during the news. We go live at least twice a week during New York news events. The New York news events, we take the one session lives and recorded and posted in the channel just in case you missed them. And when you join the course channel, you will have access, just like the Vice President, to give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. All right, cool. You start to hold that level. So we'll see what's going to break back down for us. US still retesting. And the NAS is still doing this right. You get access to all the past New York price watches as well as all the past New York lives. You can check them all out. Over a year work going on 2+ years of just information. And you get that ongoing information for life. And then you also get every day at the beginning of the New York price watch list, where I give you all the game plan for the New York session, what setups I'm personally looking at, where I'm looking for buys at, where I'm looking for sells at, specific price points. Do the Sunday chart analysis, but it's not as broad as the Sunday chart analysis. Even though if you check out this week's Sunday chart analysis, by the way, first link in the description, a lot of charts are already starting to go as projected. But with the Sunday chart analysis, I'm giving an overall analysis of what I can see price doing throughout the entire week. But the New York price watches over specifically what we're looking for today. What we're seeing price doing today. Any questions about that? We're gonna be live still for a little bit. Questions, or y'all can just message me on Instagram or Telegram. Instagram, playmaker underscore respond to all messages. Those are only stream and not enter anything yet. These are trade ideas. And then this is another example as well, y'all. Why I don't break out trade. I like to go for the retest confirmation. There's just another example, just like kind of yesterday. Imagine if we would have just jumped into this price broke the level, didn't really as resistance. We went to the unnecessary yesterday at this level. We were at a potential right now to try to take an unnecessary loss to pull the trigger. You guys got any questions? Drop them in the chat. Drop them in the chat. Today's going to be interesting for sure. And you always hear me talk about confirmations, so you're interested more about what those confirmations are. Make sure to check this video out right here. Again, in about 30 minutes, we got Euro news popping up, so do keep that in mind as well. We got a whole bunch of news today, so take a look at this, screenshot this, whatever you want to do. This is EST, by the way, Eastern Standard Time, but this is all the news we got going down today. All right, shout out everybody in the live. Shout out everybody that's been alive since the beginning. Shout out everybody that's been alive since y'all joined. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Y'all doing the free stream for Telegram. We're streaming the stream how we did last month and last quarter. Again, either tonight or tomorrow, I'm going to be posting and telling y'all how we did and wrapped up July. So the new month starts tomorrow, y'all. If y'all want to contact me directly, y'all can DM me on Instagram, playmaker_way, or Telegram. First link in the description. I respond to all messages. Again, I got a new video dropping for y'all today at the Beam in New York, so be on the lookout for that. Make sure to check out the Bitcoin update weekly analysis. I dropped on Monday for y'all, as well as the other videos. Playlists are up to date. Got 3 playlists. Well, I have more, but technically the main 3 are the day trading tips playlist, where there's over 60 videos of back-to-back-to-back videos going over how to read the charts, put resistance, price action, how to identify trends between reversals, all that stuff, right? Then I got another playlist called Trade Breakdowns. There's literally back-to-back trade breakdowns, trades I actually took, signals I actually took. Some are from the live streams, some are just shorter signals. The members were just, I explain start from finish, why we took the setup. There are different buy sells, different sell setups, different situations in the charts, different market structures. So make sure to check that playlist out. It's going to definitely help improve y'all's trading. And then there is the news playlist, How to Trade News, where I go over my rules on how to trade news, as well as I break down trades actually taken prior to or held during news events. So make sure to check this playlist out. And yeah, members, like I said, we're going live today at 15. So make sure to have y'all's questions. Be on the lookout for that link. But of course, if y'all do miss it, it's going to be recorded so y'all can tune in and watch that later. And we're going to be back at it same time tomorrow, London session 3 a.m. EST. But let's see if I'm still going to charts, because it looks like price might try to do something on a couple of these charts.